Benefits. 6 days a week, depends on work. That's right. You have the benefit of working 6 days a week. I'm sure most of you guys know about this website called Angellist. If you don't, it's a website for startup jobs. And now some of the companies on there on Angellist still claim to be startups, which are really not startups anymore. Like Uber is on there. Somehow they're still qualified as startups. But in general, it's a job hunting website for startups. If you post a job there, you can see the CEO, you can see how much money they've raised, and I found a job there. That was my very first programming job, working at a tiny little startup, making $18 an hour doing Ruby on Rails. Overall, solid website. Having said all those positive things, this site is also an absolute cluster. There are so many jobs on here that is just straight up like slave labor. This video today is sponsored by my Interview Pro course. That's right, I have an Interview Pro course, and it shows you the ins and outs of HR. When they ask you, why do you want to work for us? What's your biggest weakness? And it goes over all of the red flag questions like, what do you do on the weekends? Oh, they're trying to find out if you're religious. I go through all of these red flag scenarios so that you can be aware in the interview if this company is garbage or not. But not only that, I teach you how to skip HR and find anyone's email at any company, or you can just call them directly. I'll show you how to make a video resume, and HR Lady is in there too, giving you actual HR advice. It's a freaking fantastic course, so go check it out. It's a great course. It's actually helped a lot of people get jobs so far. A lot of great reviews. Okay, that's it. I'm done shilling. Thank you so much. Let's jump into the content. The first one we're gonna look at here, it's for a tech co-founder. Age 25 to 30, preferred, not mandatory. First of all, this in the United States is illegal. This is ageism, age discrimination. You can't say anything about what sort of age you prefer. You can't do it because you have given up a bias, meaning you are discriminating based on age, not if they can do the job or not. So this is just flat out illegal in the United States. And while this job hires remotely everywhere, and it's from Mumbai, discrimination is discrimination based on age, whether you're in another country or not. It's still wrong. You still shouldn't do it. But let's read on here. Premier institutes relatively young and passionate. So they're doubling down on the ageism here. Relatively young and passionate. Ages 25 to 30, preferred, not mandatory. Are you sure? Because you've said it twice now. Why is this allowed on Angellist? You should remove this Angellist. This is discrimination. I don't care if it's in India. Majors or colleges don't matter, but who doesn't like Ivy League's red brick, the premier institutes? Location agnostics, US, UK, Germany. You're not going to hire from any of these countries when you have age discrimination in the description. The co-founder shall be required to put in a small amount in exchange of generous equity. Now again, let's think about co-founder. For 15% equity. Co-founder for 15% equity. I don't think co-founder has the exact definition of what this person is thinking. 15%? What is that? Our MVP has worked. We have paying customers. Our tech product is half built, but we are looking for iterations in the codes, product, and other avenues. It's in the pre-investment stage, but we are investment ready at the moment. Okay, now this is for the bomb way. And when you try to Google the bomb way, it doesn't exist. It doesn't have a website. All they have is a Facebook page where they have some high quality videos. Let me show you one.
Hi guys, follow me here. This is the first IGTV video. Rajat is up to something very cool. Please have a look at it. Something is coming up very soon, so we're excited and we're going to put that up like real.
Wow, what a great opportunity. You have discrimination literally in your description. Fix this. I don't think anyone should work for this person. Here's another one for an internship in India. And as we all know, the internships there are mostly a joke. And this one is no different. Let me show you what I mean. Benefits. 6 days a week, depends on work. That's right. You have the benefit of working 6 days a week. Why not 7 days a week? No. That we didn't want to be too generous. We didn't want to let you work 7 days a week. We're only letting you work 6 days. It's a benefit. In what world is working 6 days a week a benefit? A certificate of working for no salary and no equity. A letter of recommendation, no salary, no equity. Knowledge of PHP is a must. Knowledge of WordPress is a must. basic familiarity with HTML and CSS, knowledge of SEO and plagiarism. That's kind of odd to put knowledge of SEO and plagiarism. I wonder what they're doing at this company here. Let's think about this for a second. You're not getting paid anything. You're not getting any equity. You work 6 days a week. What do you get? A certificate of working and a letter of recommendation. Now, this might just be me here, but I can make my own company and not get paid and not get any equity. And I could just make myself a certificate of working, and I could just make myself a letter of recommendation from my company. So just make a company and employ yourself underneath it. Boom, problem solved. Now you can skip garbage like this. Here's another garbage post where they want you to work full time for a salary of $1,000 to $10,000 and an equity of 0.1% to 5%. Okay, whatever. Maybe if you were living somewhere where it was super cheap. But nope, they only hire people remotely that live in San Francisco. Now, if you live in San Francisco and this is a full-time position, how the heck are you supposed to live on $1,000 to $10,000 and 0.1% to 5% equity? And last I checked, equity doesn't pay the bills unless the company goes public or gets acquired. And usually it has a vesting period anyway, so you can't even get what they gave you unless you've been there for like 4 or 5 years. This would maybe get you a cardboard box in the most literal sense. Help develop the platform using JS, HTML, CSS, Linux, PHP, Laravel. Further refine our core products, create and develop enterprise and corporate relationships for partnerships. These 3 different roles can be combined for the right candidate or separate for several candidates. Wait, hold on. They're saying we can give you a 3-in-1 job, or we can separate these for the right candidates individually. So what they really want, what is this garbage? They're trying to push 3 things into one job, and they want someone with 5 years experience. How the heck would a 5-year experienced developer ever take a $1,000 to $10,000 job that's full time? And you have to live in San Francisco. What do you not have bills? Do you just not, nobody have bills on this website? Here's another top-notch trash quality job. It comes to you from Toronto. It's a full stack engineer intern. Education eLearning is looking for a skilled full stack engineer to join our software development team. We're an early startup company. If you're passionate about web technologies and love to push the boundaries of what is possible, then this is the place for you. You'll be working as part of a team within a fast-paced, fun, challenging, creative... Oh God, I'm just gonna vomit, dude. All the startups were fast-paced, fun, and challenging. Shut up. They say, you will be central to building the next generation of our education enablement platform. If you're going to be such a central piece of a company, then you deserve something. You deserve at least a little equity. If you're a central part of why this company is able to exist, you deserve something. And they want someone that has 1+ years experience to be an intern. So shame on this company. This is a garbage post. Here's another job. Android developer, $1,000 to $10,000, 1% to 5% equity. But if you look at the post, it says, will be compensated strictly on equity. And this is what a lot of super garbage companies on angellist do. They put some payment up there at the top, so it looks good, and you click on it and you read about it, and then like a few lines in, they say, this is actually an unpaid position. Well, why are you doing that? It's not like you have any, well, this is what we're gonna pay you. No, stop, just be honest. This is a completely unpaid. Compensation in equity doesn't put food on the table. It doesn't put gas in my car. It doesn't pay your mortgage. 1 of 2 tech positions left before we finalize our team for long term. Now, the founder of this company has a bachelor's in business administration, which really kind of says everything you need to know about him. Because what ends up happening is that these people that get business degrees have these revolutionary app ideas, these game-changing, life-changing app ideas, but they have no idea how to make it. There are people that don't understand the tech world, but expect you to make their idea for dirt cheap, for equity, because that's what startups do, right? Now, I'm not trying to be mean. This is just trash. An Android developer compensated strictly on equity for full-time. Okay, this isn't part-time. This isn't work at whenever. This is full-time compensated on equity from a guy who probably has no idea of how the tech industry works. This next job we have here is a complete trash coming at you from Boulder, Colorado. But they say they can either be paid for this position or maybe utilized for school credit. So they can't do both. They can't pay the person doing this internship and give them college credit for it. You got to pick. Do you want the money or do you want college credit? So that right there tells me that this is a complete trash job. What kind of company says, well, we'll either pay you or we'll let you put us on your transcript for college? Of course these people need money. Of course these people want money. But of course if they're in college and they get college credit for this, they need that too. Pick one, I guess. Here's another one. Co-founder and full stack developer, no salary. How are you supposed to do two jobs? Co-founder and full stack developer? This one is just a solid meme. Chief Revenue Officer, experience 10 plus years required. Job type co-founder. Now let me ask you a question. Great insight. How are you supposed to be a chief revenue officer and not have any money or revenue to be an officer of? Now that's just me thinking out loud here, but to me that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If you guys have revenue, but you're not paying a salary, chief revenue officer of what? Of what? Where's the money? How am I supposed, like, the CRO will be offered equity stake that meets their need to be motivated and come on board. As we strat ETH our growth, this is just garbage. Garbage. All right, here's a solid meme. Full stack developer for 0 to 1% equity, no money, zero money. And this is full time for 1% equity, full time. This, what you see here, this is the angellist estimate. This isn't what the company is offering. This is the estimate. Athleticus is evolving the way athletes and personal trainers work together, blah, 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 blah. Athleticus is an early stage startup with significant potential, said every startup ever that ever existed in the world. Startups and seed money and venture capital. If you're so unique, then say something unique. We have base coding in place and highly experienced tech advisors that will help you along. Equity will be offered until we can provide full-time pay. Do you not have bills, person who would consider taking this job? Proficiency with fundamental front-end languages, Google authentication, full-stack web experience is valued, ability to work independently, set clear expectations. This looks like an actual job, but they want someone with 3 years experience to take 1% equity for full-time, right? And get this, they want you to either live in Boston, New York, San Francisco. Those are your options. AngelList is a great website for some jobs. It's for some great entry-level opportunity, but there are also some giant memes on there. There are some just unacceptable trash on there where people aren't being fully transparent with what they're offering. And I hope that you guys don't fall for any of this nonsense too. Please have some self-respect. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click like, click subscribe. Please share it with other people. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I have some links in the description if you'd like to support the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream.